Right, Abusia for Homeland Ghana TV, so ne mediane nana Kofi JC Kapa. Se say akom ba ko abeda ewiase amansan nyina ekom aye COVID-19. Na COVID-19 mu na kire se no ewiase afa na nyina no enkomotwetwe ba ko a ekososo efa eduro anase vaccine se de be ka no obrofo mu no ya amai horo bibiri na hyase edi ho adanse anoma hyase ka wonsem eye vaccine no na no na Ghana nso yenso yedi hu nkomo for some time now afa na minim se yen kan se onyame ayadom ema vaccine no aba beduru Ghana so hu na yen vaccine na yen sakan no in free UK and in free US nimum free India yes on friend no coas vaccine ya India 4 and a year eti yemoshi na yenko Kotoka International Airport nyanko hewa bra Emirates ede coas vaccine no free India mem ede abedru oman Ghana yanko hemra ni medi unkomo kakra ne hwe
Airport Emirates flight. As the Cosa says, who discovered African? I don't know, but I don't know what angling you have to that question. Granting Kwabena says, what are the side effects? Well, from what we've seen so far, pretty much none. Though, like Dr. Bediako was just sharing, some people would definitely, a minute group of people will experience some effects, but most people so far across the world, none. This one says there was a comment before this that I think was saying we don't need it. Bird Boy says we don't need it. Actually, Bird Boy, we do badly. Clement says fanfare really. Richard Sylvester, so Nana, I'm sure you're referring to our president. Okay, let's just skip that one. Nanapia says 5,000 will be enough for the ministers, the presidential staffers, and the appointees. So you are actually crunching the numbers and looking at how many they will require. Asia Dukateke says, Minikreu. Okay, so I'm sure that has to do with the ceremony with which it's being greeted. I guess for most of you, you have just wanted us to take stock of it and start doing what is needed, vaccinating those target categories rather than the ceremony that is actually backing it up. Spencer Naughty says ceremony. Okay, so that's generating a lot of talk. That's also the thinking of Martin, who says, so ceremony self day inside. Yeah, it did. Wordsmith Della also bemoaning that ceremony. Alfred Nano Wusu sends a bit of a lengthy one. We'll try to see how much of it we can read. This pandemic is proving to be the world's largest IQ test. The amount of conspiracy theories people actually believe just shows how, let's say, uninformed our society has become. From blaming 5G for the virus to claiming that the vaccine will change your DNA or that it's all a conspiracy headed by Bill Gates for a new world order. How have we so easily given up on common sense and critical thinking to the point where people claim things that are physically impossible and share it as though they were fact? All right. I see some words in there that I can't use, but maybe this paragraph, not to mention how religious circles have become the core for the spread of these theories. Isn't discernment supposed to be one of the gifts of the Spirit? We religious folk are embarrassing ourselves and tarnishing the good reputation we have built up in the past. Pretty lengthy post, but that is some pretty interesting information that you have shared there. And there's a bit of a response I see to what was posted. Let's see whether we can get that response quickly. We've rather gone to the homepage of George Tutu, but so we're still bringing you live coverage of what is transpiring at the Kotoka International Airport with regard to the COVID-19 pandemic and that delivery of our first tranche, our first batch of the vaccines. Quite a number of them, hundreds of thousands of them. And you can see there some more scenes with regard to what is transpiring currently at the airport. And so we'll be seeing a lot of these officials. And yes, indeed, there is a ceremony that is going to take place. Let me get to that response from George Tutu, who says, we've lived with herbs since the beginning of time. We claim we've got the best doctors in the world, yet can't produce a vaccine. Funny, our doctors are only... I don't think that's fair, so I'm not going to read the rest of it, because I think it takes quite a jibe. It is quite a jibe at our doctors.
eti akohwe aba se de nyina hu ye ne hu se abedu ye che se say I think say 600,000 doses and aba. Yes. Now the question is that are we really ready? Looking at videos, any audio so amount for a year the afefa this vaccine no and then kofo bebre so fear amanya so mo vaccine ya na vaccine ya ambaye gbirigbiri seke gbirigbiri o na ahokpopo o heba akpopo. Yes, e may be kura tumi aka to the extent one hwe near boss vaccine ya we bema kura bitumi ehu Ghana ni bia na onipa da sani bia nso de bema bia no sabe o ka chese ne bema be wu a de ono nchakora se bema no de eno na nkofo adibu nnwuma efili femu a eno nti akoye nchinuahyew. The question Homeland Ghana is asking and they say, are we ready for the administration of COAS vaccine in Ghana na? The what we no onso betu no comment aba but share the video na obianso ehunu bi me pa choma mensa amfa nka ho say 2nd of March year 2nd of March year na say eye na edi anim year no ada yede eye vaccine no ebe hyase be ni disem say yesi o mampani His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ono abegina TV so awobi emiahwe na how truth is that ebre ene na ene be kire. Share the video na obianso enya behwe sebe ya video no bitumi akwa akiri. Ghana receives its first vaccines in the country and Ghana happens to be the first country in Africa to receive the vaccines. Is it a good news or a bad news? Nyame yadoma fa comment bra yen sore so yakrao.